Efficient transport of people and goods remains a formidable challenge across many African nations. While road and air transport play critical roles, railways offer the potential to connect cities, countries, and regional economic blocs with speed and reliability. Currently, Africa operates roughly 100,000 kilometers of railway, only half the length of Europe's railway network, despite the continent being nearly 3 times larger. In response, numerous African countries are rapidly embracing railway development to close this infrastructure gap. In this 29th episode of the African Megaproject, we explore the Chad-Cameroon Railway. These two resource-rich nations, with booming agricultural sectors and industrious populations, have long been hindered by the absence of a direct and efficient transport link. This pivotal railway promises to unlock unprecedented economic growth and interconnectivity in the heart of Africa. With the recent signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with Etihad Rail of the United Arab Emirates and the successful completion of the feasibility study, the dream of an interconnected Chad-Cameroon Railway is closer to becoming a reality than ever before. In this episode, we break down everything you need to know about this groundbreaking megaproject, from its impressive length and ambitious budget to the key stakeholders involved and its expected economic benefits in Chad and Cameroon. But before we dive into the details, if you are enjoying our deep dives into Africa's transformation, please consider supporting our channel by subscribing, dropping a like, or leaving a comment below. Let us start by answering the first and simple question. What is the Chad-Cameroon Railway Project? The Chad-Cameroon Railway Project is a project that aims to construct a railway that will link Ngaoundéré, the regional capital of Douala in Cameroon, to Djamena, the capital of Chad. This railway would help with the transport of passengers and goods, unlocking economic opportunities in the northern regions of both countries. Let us move to our second and most important question. What is the current status of the Chad-Cameroon Railway Project? On February 20, 2021, the governments of Cameroon and Chad secured funding from the African Development Bank to conduct a feasibility study. The financing agreement was signed in Yaoundé by key representatives from African Development Bank, Government of Chad and Cameroon. The study was carried out by CPCS and Zoutari, who, in April 2024, published a report endorsing the project and outlining 3 possible railway routes. These routes consider various social, economic, and environmental factors, with estimated costs ranging between $4.25 billion and $7.42 billion. As of 2025, the final route selection remains pending. Exciting progress followed on May 2, 2025, when the government of Chad signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Etihad Rail of the United Arab Emirates. This agreement forms a tripartite cooperation framework with Cameroon and the United Arab Emirates, aimed at securing funding, technical expertise, and implementation support. Etihad Rail is expected to provide strategic guidance and help mobilize investment to bring the project to life. In the coming months of 2025, as stated in the Memorandum of Understanding, various actions will be taken, such as the assessment of the profitability of the railway, updating the feasibility study, as well as preparing the institutional framework that will lead to the signing of the contract. Let us move to the third and final question. What is the economic benefit that the railway will bring about in these two countries? First, this railway is expected to dramatically reduce transport costs for both goods and passengers between Chad and Cameroon. According to feasibility studies, the corridor could cut freight costs by up to 40% compared to current road transport methods. It will also minimize delays and protect existing road infrastructure from damage caused by overloaded trucks, an issue that costs Cameroon millions annually in road maintenance. Second, the railway will boost trade and regional integration. By strengthening infrastructure connectivity, it supports the free movement of goods, labor, and capital. This integration is vital for building a coherent multimodal transport system, linking rail, road, and port networks, especially the Douala-Djamena corridor, to which handles 79% of Chad's imports. Finally, the railway corridor will unlock access to high-potential mining, agricultural, and industrial zones in both countries. Regions that have long been isolated due to poor infrastructure will finally be connected to national and international markets. The World Bank estimates that 12 million people living along the corridor will benefit from improved mobility, reduced travel time, and increased economic opportunities. Thank you for joining us in this 29th episode of the African Mega Project. Here's a quick recap. The Chad-Cameroon Railway will link Ngaoundéré in Cameroon to Djamena in Chad, provide fast connections between these two massive cities. With the involvement of Etihad Rail from the United Arab Emirates, the project gains a powerful partner offering technical expertise and financial guidance. This railway will finally bridge the gap between two resource-rich nations whose trade has long been hindered by the absence of a practical transport route. If you like our content, please consider supporting our channel by subscribing, dropping a like, or leaving a comment below.